You've reached the Seabank Chronicles, a natural sound theater transporting you through the living science of Southeast Alaska. Produced by the Alaska Sustainable Fisheries Trust in partnership with Earth Justice. This is Beth, your radio operator. We live in extraordinary times where science and mystery meet in a swiftly changing world. To enter the Seabank Chronicles, just keep listening. Logbook 2, Transmission 6. Forests are cool places. Warning, sensors in your smart shirt indicate you're hot and sweaty. It's time to grab your canteen and head for the trees. You've probably noticed that whenever you enter a forest on a hot day, the temperature immediately feels cooler. Under a forest canopy, air temperatures can drop by 9 to 27 degrees Fahrenheit. The Seabank contains dense evergreen forests. Note the feathery western hemlocks to your right, and to your left, those prickly Sitka spruce. Many of these forests are highly stable, old-growth ecosystems with lush understories and lots of leafy green branches rustling overhead. But it's not just the ability of forests to block sunlight that makes them cool places. According to climatologists, there are at least 3 other reasons beyond that major benefit of carbon sequestration. Take a deep breath. You know those delicious piney smells that forests produce? Besides delighting our senses and defending trees against insect pests, those volatile compounds called terpenes play a role in cloud formation. Terpenes collect in the atmosphere, where they create a kind of seed material for clouds. Called cloud condensation nuclei, these molecules become sites where water vapor cools and condenses. The result? Low-hanging stratus clouds capable of reflecting solar radiation back into space. More clouds, less heat. Forest particles like pollen also help seed stratus clouds. Second reason that forests are cool places: canopy roughness. If you've ever climbed to the top of a forest canopy or seen a drone shot of one, you've probably noticed that treetops don't form a smooth surface. Instead, they're a canvas of dips and bumps. When wind passes over this rough surface, it trips over leaves and branches, creating eddies that both lift heat away from the forest canopy and infuse it with chilly air from the atmosphere in a cooling dance of what scientists call ejections and sweeps. If you're beginning to think that forests aren't passive players in our climate, you're exactly right. Which is why people, as well as fish and wildlife, need forests, especially large, expansive tracts of dense, old-growth forest that stabilize the Earth's surface with a cool, moist blanket of human-friendly climate conditions. In addition to shading and cooling streams, so aquatic wildlife like salmon can thrive. Which brings us to our third reason forests are cool places. Forests warehouse water in obvious places like rivers and streams, but also in less obvious ones, like soil and vegetation. Trees store enormous amounts of moisture. A live tree can be as much as 50% H2O. How does the water content of a forest help cool the planet? Water is a heat sink. a substance capable of absorbing a lot of heat while getting only a little bit warmer. This is due to water's strong hydrogen bonds that commandeer incoming energy, leaving less to fuel a temperature increase. Water is an even better heat sink when it's moving. And this is what happens when trees undergo the daily process of transpiration. During transpiration, evaporative processes in the atmosphere pull water from substrate to sky, drawing water from the soil into tree roots through trunks and stems, and finally out leaves at the top of the forest canopy. As water moves vertically through the forest, up the bodies of trees and other vegetation, it absorbs heat from the surrounding environment and cools it down. This is why scientists often call forests nature's air conditioners, requiring no built infrastructure, no electrical outlets, and no utility bills. This invaluable ecosystem service is offered free of charge. It looks like we're losing signal. Learn how you can speak out for the Seabank's cooling old-growth forests by visiting earthjustice.org and clicking on Take Action. More Seabank Chronicles episodes at thealaskatrust.org/podcast. Gunish Chish to the Tlingit, Haida, and Tsimshian people for stewarding these lands and waters since a time beyond human memory, and for sharing them with all who make the Seabank home. When in doubt, keep listening to the places where science and mystery meet.